All right, who is the best sports handicapper in the business? I'm going to tell you who is not, but I will also tell you who is. So, first of all, who is not? You got to know that you probably think that these guys are the best, but they're definitely not. Steve Stevens, Mozzie VS, and Vegas Dave, no. Those guys are not the best. They're probably not even winning. What they're good at is they're good at marketing. They're good at showing you how much money they have. They're good at flossing all the stuff that they got. And with that, showing you that I have this car, I have this house. And they're showing you that they're cashing out all this money. Doing all of that just shows you that they're not real. That is the epitome of a fake sports handicapper, somebody who is not actually beating this game of sports betting. What they're actually doing is making a lot of money selling lies to people so that you can buy their lies and keep feeding them to live their lifestyle. And that's once you buy from them, you're going to pay for them for a play, and then you're going to play it and it's going to lose. You're losing double time, triple time. Don't do it. Those are the guys not to follow. Okay, got that out of the way. Now I'm going to tell you who are the guys to follow. And there are a lot of guys out there who are actually really good. But when I say a lot, I don't really mean a lot. Because when I say a lot, I mean there's more than what you think, right? I guess, but there's also a lot of fakers. So there's a lot more fakers than there are real guys who are winning. And the real guys who are winning are not the guys that you find on social media. You might find them in interviews. You might find them in conversations or being interviewed on a podcast. But these guys are not guys who are promoting their stuff through social media. That's not what they do. What they do is they win in the sports book. And how do they do that? They do it in so many different ways, but when you hear them, when you hear what they do, and when you listen to it, it's a different conversation than when you're listening to the guys who are marketing to you, like Steve Stevens or Mozzie VS. Look how much I won this month. Look at, I'm gonna cash out this $1 million ticket. Like, you don't know how many he's already lost, right? Because all the videos that you see are of them only winning, right? So, but here's how you spot a real winning sports handicapper. They talk about things like models. They talk about things like data. They talk about things like odds and finding better numbers, right? And getting a better closing line value, and using different sports books. And they talk about how they're getting limited and how they can't, they got to find new ways of getting their plays down. And they're also always finding new avenues to basically, they're finding new gaps in where sports books may have missed, and they're taking advantage of those things, and those kind of things might only last so long. And when you hear these kind of things, that's what a real sports gambler and a real winner talks about. They don't talk about I'm cashing out this much money. Oh, I'm going to go buy this car today. Like, that's not what they talk about. When those guys talk about those kind of things, it's just really to try and convince you to say, hey, you want to follow them because they make a lot of money. But they're not making a lot of money in sports gambling. Just get that straight. The ones who are making all that money in sports gambling are beating closing line. They have a reason, a way to actually beat the sports book. And the thing is, they may not be interested in sharing that with you. And that's why they don't sell plays, because they can make enough money beating the sports book. But those guys that are trying to convince you to, sign up with them, that they're just giving out, like BS, whatever. They don't really care. So you can even read their reviews, and some people, I don't even know how some people give them positive reviews because it just ends up losing. But that's how you spot a winning sports gambler, somebody who has real knowledge. Not they're saying that it just comes to me, like that's what Mazi says. I've heard him say that, like he's played a lot of sports, so he knows sports betting. Like, nah, that stuff doesn't make sense, right? So what makes sense is somebody who's beating the closing line. What makes sense is when somebody has an edge over the sports book, or what makes sense is that they figured out something that the sports book is not paying attention to, and they're taking advantage of that. You'll never hear the fake guys talk about those kind of things because that's not what they do, right? So that's what you need to look for when you're looking for somebody to follow. And honestly, there's not a lot of guys out there that are offering that, but there's some out there, right? And some of those guys I work with, so I know that they're winning because I personally am partnered up with them. So that's what I want to share with you guys today. And keep digging. If you're looking for guys, you can click the link in my bio and I'll share something with you. I'll link it down below, one of my partners that I work with. And they're not one of those fake guys, right? So like, though, look for guys that are speaking real knowledge and not just trying to show things off. All right, good luck in the sports book. Thanks for watching.